When you arrive at Kinnick Stadium, you know what's in store. Hard nose, toughness, defense, and you better bring your hat and be ready to strike somebody when you come into this black and gold cauldron to take on the Hawkeyes. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, for EA Sports College Football. The Hawkeyes will boot it away to start the game. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Cornhuskers offense will get the first possession of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
That's caught. It's Nair. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The Huskers line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes a nice grab at the 25. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Hawkeyes offense will have its first possession of the game. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Looking to throw, it's McNamara. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. All kinds of time before he fires right. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And as a defense, that's what happens if you don't get pressure on the quarterback. It doesn't matter how good your secondary is. If the quarterback has all day to throw, somebody's eventually going to get open, and they're going to hit those big plays.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable in that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Here comes the offense on first down. It's the end of the first quarter, and now time for one of the great traditions in college football, when the entire crowd here in Iowa City will turn and give a wave to the children at the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Everyone engaged, and we wave and salute those kids and wish them all the best. Always a treat to be here at Iowa and take part in a special moment. Hope these kids enjoy the rest of the game as we play on into the second quarter. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Quickly complete. At the 35, he's open. Afterburner's coming. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. They'll try to run for it. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. A first down for the offense. Trying to get the edge on the toss. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. He's right on target, and they get him down. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. He makes a grab. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Motion from the offense. Jet sweep to the receiver. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nebraska! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. From inside the 15, here's the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. Now on 2nd down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. That said, let's get back to the field, and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Looking to throw. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Give him 6 on the play. They'll mark it at the 9. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They're going to run it to the right. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. Snags it over the middle. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. The give, and tick, 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 tick.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
Fires to the big fella. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Banks. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Running back searching for a hole. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. To the air, it's Raiola. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
21, Iowa, 7.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Second down coming up. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. This one's complete. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. They're going to throw it again. Coming after him. Got his man. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He wants to throw. He's got his man. Makes the grab. Stopped after making the catch. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking for a man. It's McNamara. Fires to the right. And that pass is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Huskers. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Iowa has the ball back on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Back to pass, it's McNamara. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Makes his connection. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch past the sticks. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd down.
He's looking to throw. Going for it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year. And this one is going to rest in their minds for the entire season going into next year.
And it's not going to sit well with a losing team. When you lose these, you're going to get hounded and you're going to get hate. You're going to get social media is going to destroy you about losing to your rival. But you got to put it past you. It is just one game. It's not that big of a deal. Well, Jesse, yeah, it kind of is.
It kind of is a big deal. You're right, David. I mean, a lot of these kids, they played with each other or against each other in high school. They've known each other for a long time. There's going to be a lot of trash talking going on, not just between players, but the fans, their families, coaching staffs. This is a game that's going to get talked about for an entire year.